Achievement hunting slowly turned me from someone who experienced games into someone who optimized them. The thing is, I honestly sometimes just want to sit back, load up a game, and kick my feet up and figure out the world and explore. There's something deeply satisfying about checking off a difficult objective in a game. I had no real reason to complete all of the Valkyries in God of War 2018, but I did it because of the achievement progression. And upon completing it, that sense of joy took over. All of a sudden, I had to learn the moveset, try different weapons and armor combinations, and master a fight in order to get an achievement. And here's the kicker: completing all of the Valkyries was a completely optional objective in God of War. You could have gone ahead with the story without even touching a single one. Achievements can help provide structure and direction to your gaming, which I think can be a great thing. Currently, my overall Steam completion percentage is about 57% on all games that I've got at least one achievement in. And I enjoy seeing that percent go up as I continue to play new games as well as work on my backlog. There is a massive sense of accomplishment upon getting 100% completion in a game. Of course, it's nice to finish the game on medium, just see the end credits and then move on, but knowing that you went above and beyond, it's a great feeling. Achievements can also improve games by encouraging exploration, which is genuinely one of the most enjoyable aspects of gaming to me. I love exploring new caves, dungeons, new areas, and biomes. So when they have achievements tied to them that are going to push me to do that, it's like a win win. I get to enjoy the game at its full, and I also get to, of course, get more achievements. They can also show me different ways to play the game or certain missions. I find in a lot of modern games, you can just brute force your way into a mission complete by having an OP build and just kind of killing the enemies without actually having to think. And sometimes there's achievements for beating a level with restrictions, such as only a melee weapon, forcing you to take a completely different approach. An example of this would be in the Bioshock 1 DLC. There's a portion in the game where you have to go through this like kind of waves of enemies, and it's a very easy challenge when you have all weapons and all tonics and everything. But when you restrict yourself to just the wrench, all of a sudden you have an actual challenge. In the game On Guard, there are also so many challenge runs, forcing you to adapt your playstyle and get used to different move combos instead of just simply spamming the most OP one, which to be quite honest with you is the thing I did to basically finish 99% of that game. Now, I'm not going to sit here and just tell you that achievement hunting is the most positive thing to happen to gaming because, of course, it's not. There's pros and cons to everything. There's definitely going to be a very fine drawback when it comes to working to achievements. One thing I can definitely be guilty of is checking what games have missable achievements so that I can be best prepared going into the game. It's also very easy to just have a collectible guide open on the other monitor when you play. So basically, that's an example of trying to be as optimized as possible. But I also sometimes just want to enjoy the game. There's also the other issue of if I discover a game that looks amazing and then I click through the achievements and I see that there's a whole ton of missable achievements or multiplayer achievements, or just achievements that have like 0.1% attained, and you just know that they're going to be insanely hard. When I see this, I sometimes might just dismiss the game entirely. And I don't like this because sometimes those games are the most enjoyable games. For example, like New World for me, the achievements in that game are abysmal, but I love that game. I don't play it anymore, but I at the time I really loved it. And also, I've had games where the multiplayer achievements are extremely enjoyable. Even though there's obviously a lot more RNG factors, there's just a lot more variables when it comes to it. I don't think that you should dismiss a game because of the achievement list at all. And the whole point of this hobby is honestly just to enjoy the game that you have in front of you on your screen. Now I'm going to talk about one of the biggest drawbacks of achievement hunting. Imagine this: you're playing a fantastic story driven game, say it's Red Dead Redemption 2, and instead of listening to the conversation happening at camp, I'm alt tabbed reading a guide trying to figure out if I just missed a stranger mission 3 hours ago. What happened when you did that is that you were taken completely out of the immersion. It's like you were thinking more about the achievements than the actual moment happening in the game, which is a disservice to the game you're playing, and it's a disservice to yourself because you're altering the experience that the game has provided you. And truthfully, a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3, Ghost of Tsushima, Fallout 4, there's so many action RPG games that can just absolutely immerse you right into their world. And breaking that immersion is definitely unfair to those games as well as yourself. I definitely love checking off a list, but it should never take away from the immersion in the game. I remember playing Sons of the Forest. I had fully upgraded all of the weapons, made it to the top tier relationship with Veronica, got all the pieces of lore. It's a lot of collectibles in a big map, and I finished the story, and I had literally nothing left to do in the game except to dig 1,000 holes and place 1,000 logs. I believe both of these achievements took me an extra 8 hours of literally just digging holes and chopping wood, which of course ruined all the immersion and ultimately left a sour taste in my mouth. I don't think that I will ever go back to this game, even though I know it was a super solid survival crafting game. To wrap everything we just talked about up, I think achievements are at their best when they support immersion instead of replacing it. I think it's great to look at your Steam page, see what games you want to complete, look at your overall completion percentage. But once you launch into that game and you're at the main menu, try to just play the game as if you would if achievements didn't exist. Do this at least until you've beaten the main story, and if you have to follow a guide afterwards on a second or third playthrough, at least you gave yourself that opportunity to experience the game first. I am, however, still aiming to improve my overall completion percentage, but I will not be thinking about it the moment a game launches. I'm going to continue to do a blind playthrough on each game I play and then determine afterwards if continuing my achievement hunting journey with that game is the right idea for me. So that's all I have for today. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody for checking out my video. Some of the achievements that I'm going to be focusing on over the next 2 to 3 months here. I'm going to be focusing on completing the Bioshock series. So that's going to be Bioshock 2 Remastered, as well as Bioshock Infinite. Right now, I'm just obsessing over this world. I think it's got the coolest atmosphere that you can get. I know Infinite's a lot different than Bioshock 2. That's okay. And then co-op games. I'm looking to really put some time into Elden Ring Night Rain, as well as Space Marine 2, just with a couple different friends there. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy this type of commentary, definitely let me know in the comments below and drop a subscribe if you want to see more. See you all later.